No. Okay.
Okay.
Third time's the charm. He's a little bit older.
Like super old.
Got a bit of a dad bod from a city that's colder. But dang it, he's so hot. He knows when I'm sleeping. And he knows when I'm not.
I haven't seen him in a while. He's probably just busy at his workshop.
I didn't know how much more we're gonna do, so I just cut it off.
Okay. So if you didn't know that song, that was a beautiful song from the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas album called Buy Me Presents.
That's not the album.
What?
It's called Fruitcake.
Okay. So if you didn't know what that song was, that is a little song from an album called Fruitcake by Sabrina Carpenter called Buy Me Presents. And if you
No, you just did the same thing again.
I said from an album called Fruitcake, a song called...
Oh, okay. I thought you did the same thing again. I was like, what are we doing here? But, okay.
Okay,
the album is called Fruitcake. It is by Sabrina Carpenter. It came out 2 Christmases ago. And fun fact, Beth and I got stuck in traffic once. Tell it. Okay, no. Tell this traffic story.
Okay, so this was my freshman year of college?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was, I kicked the table. Mm-hmm. 2 years ago, Brooke and I, we got, I'm stepping on something.
I think we forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm Brooke. Hi, I'm Brooke.
I'll go back to the Buzz with Brooke.
I'm her sister.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven, and today I do have a special guest.
I just think that we went too far in, that I'm just sitting here and we didn't even acknowledge the fact that I'm here, and I feel
I didn't even get to introduce you.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, she's like, it's my show, and she introduced herself first.
Oh, that's why you did the whole It's the Buzz with Brooke thing. Okay, I just thought that this is one of the situations where the customer's always right. And
you're not. You're wrong.
I don't get any...
Yo, so she comes into my studio acting like she owns
I actually self-invited myself. She never wants me on, and I'm always I'm free.
She made the joke. She was like, I could be on the show. I could be on your podcast. And I was like, I mean, do you want to be on the pod? And she's like, no, just if you want me there.
It's I'm like, I guess I'll check my schedule.
And she acts like she's busy. I know her schedule.
Okay, was I or was I not busy? It was 2 weeks ago. I was extremely busy I had homework, and we went out to the what, am I getting... Of course, she's trying to silence me. She's pointing over there at her laptop that has how high I'm talking.
No, because she's like... Sorry, I was actually talking. When we were doing sound check, she was talking into the mic and it was making it super loud. And I was really confused. I was like, why is it so loud?
You're making me really nervous. I'm going to have to take off my socks because I'm sweating so bad.
So welcome back to the Buzz with
Okay,
Beth.
you literally have hair in this. Okay, that's weird. What is this?
That was such a long piece of paper.
Okay, carry on.
Welcome back to the Buzz with Beth.
Let me introduce
you.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, you just say it and I'll sit here patiently. Because I'm really excited.
No, she's gonna laugh too hard. She's gonna cry.
No, I'm not.
We just sniffed at the same time. Okay.
That's so sweet.
Okay, I'm introducing.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to the Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven, and today I have a very special guest. It is the one and only Brooklyn Jade. I was the last name.
Brooklyn, I don't know her. She's my sister Jade.
Okay, so our celebrity crushes of this week.
I love that transition. She's super smooth.
Yeah, and I really do care a lot about the segues, and people do kind of know me for my good segues in the podcasting sphere.
Exactly. Celebrity crushes.
So, for our celebrity crushes, we are kind of focusing on a little bit of a theme here.
Yes.
And that is...
You gotta dance for it, because it's Dancing with the Stars.
That was Mommy's news. So, Brooke has a really big crush on Robert Irwin because we've been watching Dancing
Oh
with
my
the Stars,
gosh,
and
Robert Irwin, if you see this, I am a big animal person. Entirely. I have a cat.
Actually, growing up, our parents, like Daddy, always referred to you as like a tree hugger.
Yeah, like I'm really tight with animals.
She loves nature.
And blonde guys. So
For a second, I was like, what? But no, he's blonde.
it's relevant.
And
I look good in khaki.
She loves Australia too.
Yes,
Do you
down
know
under. Yeah, I love it. So, call me. I try to make sure that every time in an episode of yours that I make some reference that somebody calls me because
no one is
lines
going
are
to-
dead.
Okay, so I have a big crush on Alfonso because he's one of the hosts on Dancing with the Stars. He played Carlton on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, if you don't know. And so he was a contestant on Dancing with the Stars with...
I was doing the Carlton, by the way.
He was doing the Carlton.
Okay.
I have a really big crush on Alfonso because every time I see him, he's like my favorite host on there, and I really love him, and he makes me so happy, and he's so funny. Like we'll be watching it, and I'll be like, "Oh, Alfonso," it just makes me laugh. And in my head,
We watch it together every Tuesday night, and you never, Alfonso, my guy, like you never are doing that.
Well, I love him though.
Well, who doesn't?
I always laugh at him because I think he's so funny on there. Because Julianne will say something out of pocket, and he'll be like, "Thanks, Julianne," and it's just funny to me. And I really love him. And then last week they did the group dances, and he was in one of the groups, and it was just so funny. And his group won, man.
I know, and
loved
honestly,
it.
I thought both groups did really well.
I thought both groups did really well.
I thought it was a tough competition.
Yeah, I loved watching him be able to dance because I wasn't watching. When was he on it?
I'm pretty sure it's. I want to say season 28.
It was season 19 that he was on. I don't know where she got 28.
I don't remember. I just know who won 32, 33, and 30. Well, I don't know if 34. But because that's his season. No one knows.
Whitney Carson was his coach or his pro. So, but he was in one of the groups and he just did so well and I just love him. So he's my celebrity crush.
Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, who do you think's winning?
Robert.
Can we talk about Alex for a minute?
Okay.
Okay, last week we were so upset because she did deserve all 10s. Her dance, she has progressively gotten better every week, and I've really seen it. Our favorite night of hers was Maleficent, but honestly, every week is really good. I always am excited to see her. I feel like she can really embody a character.
Her Maleficent was so good.
What was that? I couldn't hear it over the cheese.
Talk about your volleyball.
Finally. Okay, I've started volleyball
You look
intramurals.
really cute with those Snoopy.
Well, I'm still trying to cover up this spot. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, I've started volleyball intramurals. For those of you who don't know, I grew up playing volleyball.
She's really, really good.
Something really interesting about me is I started volleyball when I was in 6th grade, and I was bullied so tremendously bad that
it was pretty bad.
It was like some of the worst forms of bullying that one child could possibly go through.
And it was like I tried to join the team just to help, like
so I could have a friend.
I did not make the team, but I tried.
Sports were never her thing.
They really were never my thing.
But no, it's so great because when I was younger, volleyball, I loved the sport. I loved the game, and that's what I really cared about. And it wasn't necessarily winning. I mean, of course I want to win, but I just really liked playing. And I didn't have a team that was nice, so it really ruined the vibe. But now that I'm in college, I've been able to play on these intramural teams, and it has been exhilarating. Right now, I'm playing with a bunch of people that the entire team, they are all ROTC major, or like they're involved in that in some way. I don't really know how that program works, if that's a major or...
dude, you're asking the wrong girl.
I have no idea, but that's like, they all know each other, and I'm the newbie. They needed another girl on the team, or else they couldn't play.
Just so
so
you can Just
so they let me on the team, and they all have been so nice to me, and they actually can play. And so we won a game other day, and that was like so exciting because I had never actually won. I've been playing since I was 12 years old. No, 11, and I'm 21. A decade. I've been playing it a decade. Isn't that insane?
That is really insane. I also used to play volleyball because Brooke was in volleyball. And so she started when she was in 6th grade, so I was in 5th grade. And I wanted to join. Mind you, with that being said, sports were never my thing.
But she's always wanted to be a part of a team.
I always wanted to be a part of a team because I always really wanted friends. And so...
something we never could find.
Put her there, sister. But so my mom, she took me to like the Parks and Recreation Center here, and and she put me in the volleyball like club they had going on there, and so I would play volleyball, and I did that for a few years. I never made any sort of team though. I would try out for like school teams, and I like literally never made it. But honestly, like my heart was never in it. I just really wanted to be able to make friends. And I also thought that, I'll be honest here too, for a long time I really wanted to be popular. That obviously never happened, and I don't care now. But I really wanted to be popular, and I thought if I played a sport, then I could be popular. But I never made the team, so.
I just now realized that we probably have a lot of stories about volleyball we could get into. I don't think now is the time I really want to get into it.
But do you think of it? Can you think of any?
Well, like when we played for the Parks and Rec, like when we both would play it before I aged out, we had games on Saturdays, Saturday mornings. Do you remember this? Saturday morning games, and after our games,
we'd always go to Big Boys.
Yeah, we go to Big Boys and we eat their breakfast buffet, and then sometimes some of the girls, they would go too.
Oh my god, yeah. And then after, I remember this too, after practice.
I took my knee pads off and it smelled like rednecks.
Yeah! After practices sometimes, we'd even go eat a Steak and Shake.
Yeah, because our mom, she worked like late shifts, and
so
our volleyball game, it ended late, and so when she got off work...
She'd pick us up, right? Or would she just...
I thought Daddy would take us.
Like, Daddy would take us...
Yeah, they kind of switched because she
switch.
worked like the before and he would work the night.
Yeah.
And so 2 ships in the night.
Yeah, that's what our parents were for a long time.
Yeah, they worked
opposite
for
a long time
shifts.
We had to have someone home to watch us. So
because we were in middle school when this was all happening, and so our mom never wanted to leave us home alone because she always worried that well, I burned the house down, and honestly, I have the track record to back that story up. So
yeah, one time Brooke burned the house down.
One time, 3 times.
What was the second and third?
Okay, I blame the AC on me. Because it's funnier that way. It has numbers.
I can respect that.
But I've burned the kitchen. Okay, I've only caused one actual big fire. But anytime. Okay, I didn't do the pretzels.
No, they turned to liquid.
That was you.
That was not me. That was you.
It was me. Oh, dang.
That was you.
Well, okay, when I was in home ec, when I was in high school and I took home ec, I caught something on fire. And not only that, another time, I cut myself with a spoon. And I know you're asking, how does one cut themselves with a spoon? Because my teacher asked the same thing because, of course, I was the only one that would ever possibly happen to. And it's because, okay, if you know a spoon, it's got, like, the little spoon head and then, like, its little body, okay? And usually they're, like, all one together. But whoever manufactured the spoon, this handle part and this part were originally, like, detached. And so they were merged together, welded together, okay? And so the welding wasn't that good. It was really cheap spoon, and I got my finger caught in between it, and I cut it.
Only you, baby.
I know.
You.
Well,
oh my god, my voice. Good thing I have you here. The reason Brooke's on tonight is because I was going to record last night, but I have like no voice. I'm getting off really bad upper respiratory infection, and I had the worst sore throat of my entire life.
I can even see in the mic, it's not picking you up as strong anymore.
Because I just don't have it in me, and so, but I needed to record, and I wanted to record, and so Brooke said that she would come on, so there was someone else here to like kind of pick up the slack a little bit, because I still wanted to put something out for you guys, but I just don't have it But I'll tell you this. I went to urgent care. My parents came up and they took me to urgent care. And they tested me for all the stuff like COVID, strep, flu. And I tested negative for everything. They diagnosed me with upper respiratory infection. But my mom was like, it's probably because you've been so stressed that it weakened your immune system and everything just happened at once.
You're just highly
so
susceptible.
And because I've been so stressed lately with school because I've just been going through something.
Group projects.
I've been going through a group project, which
if you know, you know.
If you understand my hatred for a group project, you realize this has been a colossally bad group project, and I'll tell you about it in like a different episode. But I've been really, really stressed, and so I got super sick, and so Brooke's on to help me out. But anyway, sorry. I just wanted to give that explanation, and that's why I'm not really how I usually am. Got hair on you, man. It's from Penelope.
I'm just seeing if I sweated through.
Okay.
I have to wear clinical strength deodorant, and I let everyone I know that. I'm sorry.
That was like really genuine. I'm sorry.
Okay, you all do not understand what it's like living with this menace because she loves calico critters. I'm going to mention this. She loves calico critters through and through, and it's not just like, oh, they're cute and I like to collect them. No, those are her precious little babies, and she has them. You should need to insert a photo if you can of them in our dorm room.
Yeah, that picture is not coming.
They sit on our windowsill, and I make her bed all the time because I'm awesome and everybody should want me.
She knows, like, you know how everyone has that thing where it's like they hate it so bad, like that's the one thing they won't do. Making my bed's like the one thing I will not do. Like I hate making my bed. Like I hate it more than anything. I rather like clean dishes or like it's the one chore it's like someone else has to do. I can't. That's my thing. I hate making my bed, so she makes it for me. And
it's not even that you need to make, like, you have to. I just like to do it. I just like doing nice things because there's so much that I won't do. And when I'm making it, sometimes I accidentally knock over one of the calico critters and it falls into the floor. And even if she's not around, I have to pick up that little child and be like, I'm so sorry. And then she says I have to kiss it. So you got to kiss it and then prop it back up. And I have to report to her the incident. So when she comes back, she can kiss it and make it feel better.
She's not joking.
No, because last week I accidentally dropped one of your koala bears and he didn't even fall in the floor. He just fell over. And she got so upset. And I don't mean like she was yelling at me, but she was like, you had such a mood about you. You were like... And it's like she wouldn't talk to me because I didn't tell her.
No, it's because I know you didn't kiss it.
I didn't know I had to kiss it if it just fell over. I thought that was only if it fell in the floor.
Okay, so...
Because the floor is... Okay, the floor is such a fall, okay? But to knock over, that is nothing. I fall over all the time.
I know, but they're so little, it might hurt them. You know how people have that thing where it's like... They feel like they're little, like, knickknacks and stuffed animals have feelings? I feel that about my calico critters, and I am going to cry right now. Oh
but God. She doesn't actually know that I have feelings, too, and I'm breathing.
I know you have feelings, I just don't care. Hey, you guys. This is Editing Beth, and I have my sister because she's in the episode.
Brooke.
Editing Brooke and Beth. Okay, yay. So we randomly started talking about Sex and the City because we love that show, and so in this next segment, because... I'll just be frank with you guys. We recorded this and it was like an hour and 45 minutes. Like,
yeah, we talk a lot.
Had to cut. And so, yeah, we just start talking about Sex in the City, and that's the intro you guys get. Bye. Who do you think I am?
Okay.
I know you're a Charlotte.
You think I'm a Charlotte?
100.
Okay. I do not think you're Samantha. I'll be real. I think I'm closer to Samantha than you are.
That's okay.
I hate to say it. I think you're a Carrie. But
that's okay.
That's for a few reasons. One, you're a writer like her. Okay, so that was obvious.
Yeah, obviously.
But she is an exaggerated version. She obsesses over people. And I wouldn't say that you necessarily obsess over people, but sometimes you'll cycle back on a crush. Like a crush you've had in the past.
And I spoke about this. Yeah. I cycle back through crushes.
So that's...
They never really leave. They never really die on me.
Yeah. So in that
There's
regard...
only one that's died.
He died?
No. Sorry.
Who died?
Sorry,
I thought this was a ruin the friendship moment, and I was like...
If someone I know died, you'd be the first to know.
Yeah. That would be...
awful.
Oh
my god. Not
dark, guys. Just reference like a bunch of Taylor Swift all at once.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, you're a Carrie, and you're not on the same level as her, like in how she is with Big. Yeah. Like you're not doing that, but you do cycle back on people, and
I'm not leaving the country for a guy.
She wouldn't cheat on anybody.
No.
Like no.
No, I'm not like that. But like also you gotta take into account, as much as I am a Carrie, I've also never had a boyfriend, so, you know.
No, so this is only based on vibes. Pure vibes you give Carrie.
Based on vibes. Mommy's a Samantha.
You think?
What do you think she is?
I guess she would be a Samantha. But Samantha has, like, some relationship issues. Like, she isn't...
Yeah, Mommy...
She has struggles with commitment, I think.
Yeah, Mommy's not like that.
So... I don't know. I think it's really cool, like, the Sex and the City characters. I think, like...
They all represent a different part of womanhood.
Yeah. Like, Charlotte is very...
reserved. But she really finds her sexuality, though. And then it gets so, like... by Trey.
See, this is what... Oh, my gosh.
We need...
See,
the children yearn for
I love that storyline. I love the storylines of all the characters because I feel like that represents, like, real things that happen. Because Charlotte York saying, she goes to, like, this self-help thing because she feels so heartbroken over that divorce. And she's like, I just feel like he's broken this part of me where I don't believe in love anymore. And that's so real. Like, I just appreciate seeing that on screen. Because I'm like, I don't know.
Get into a girl speaker piece.
No, I just think, like, that is such a true thing that people feel. And you don't want to feel that way.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to feel wanted.
Sometimes you... Oh, that is another thing. The way... Man, the actor that plays Trey, love him.
Yeah.
The character of Trey, hate him. What he did to Charlotte York...
When she put her little lingerie on.
And she's like, I want you to see me.
And this is me.
I'm a woman and I have needs and this... Like, it's not...
And he was like, Charlotte, you're my wife.
Oh my gosh, I really need to take 2 podcasts. I need a whole, an hour's not enough. I need a whole day. I could go into a deep dive of this show into all the
Mary
characters.
Tyler Moore show.
Yes, let's talk about Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay, so this is like a really great thing. So I have like really done some real think pieces on this podcast about the Mary Tyler Moore show. I gave a speech on the Mary Tyler Moore show once.
Like for class?
Yeah, for class. It was a informative speech, and I did it on the Mary Tyler Moore show because I truly believe that, like, the 1970s was the most influential time period for movies and television, because when you think about the shows that were made during that time, it is like you have the Mary Tyler Moore show. Like, you really gotta look at what these shows talked about, because some of them they're comedies, but then you get into like kind of the
one day at a time.
One day at a time. You had a woman who she divorced her husband and she was supporting all of her kids. She was living alone.
You have men and women living together, and not that they were dating, but they're like men and women living together. Like that was like seen as, it was very taboo at the time. Or MASH. You know, I was talking about war, and I know that I'm sorry, it's my throat. Isn't the Waltons the 70s too?
Yes. But Alan Alda, when he was doing MASH, one of the things he was like, I want to have one part of the show that's very accurate to real life. I want this, like, one scene that is very, or like one part in the show that is very accurate to what it was like during that time. And so it's like recognized as a show that is very, like, historically accurate, kind of. But like a lot of the things they talk about, especially if you watch like the finale of that show, like it's kind of different than what the rest of the show is because it's a comedy, and then like the finale, like this series finale is like completely not that, and it's like a very emotional representation of the effects of war. And then, like, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, it talks about, like, suicide. It talks about birth control, divorce, infidelity.
Being a single woman in an older age.
Being a single woman in your 30s. You know, she didn't have children. She was an executive producer, or maybe not executive. She was a producer. Maybe it was executive, but she was in a higher level role as a woman. Like, she went in for a secretary position because at the time most women could only get jobs as a secretary, but she got a job as a producer for this news station. Like, it talks about so many things.
Because you got spunk, kid.
Yeah, I hate spunk. Like, it was insane, you know? Or the Jeffersons, you know? Sanford and Sons, you know? Like, so many shows that are so influential. And, like, I try to have conversations about people about shows of the 70s because I really, it's like, this is one of those things, you know how everyone has that one interest that they could talk on and on for days about? Like, this is mine. Because there's just so many shows that really kind of pave the way for television today and the things that we talk about, and really kind of you know, pushing the needle on like, just breaking glass ceilings. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Breaking glass ceilings, and really and I say the Mary Tyler Moore Show specifically because it, like, the premise of the show was single woman moving, living on her own, and then getting a job as, like, this really kind of powerful woman in a field that's male dominated. And
you know, not only did it show Mary, but Rhoda
too
was also a single woman in her 30s.
And also, honestly, Phyllis, because she was in a marriage where she was kind of unhappy, but it also showed that too. Sorry, I made a mistake. Phyllis's husband died. So I guess technically she was unhappy about that. So,
yeah.
You know? And then the same thing with
Phyllis?
What?
Was it Phyllis? I don't remember her character.
Phyllis was the neighbor. She's the one who goes, "That was mommy's news."
Who am I thinking of? That's the little sweet lady that she's like, oh.
Georgette?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, Betty White was also on that show. Love Betty White. And then you get to the 80s.
I love Betty White so much.
You get to the 80s, and that's when you get the Golden Girls, which is also a very influential show because it's about older women on their own. They don't have men in their lives. And it's like a show about friendship, about the importance about female friendship. Like, there's so many shows that have been so influential and impactful. And I just feel like, you know, I try to talk about this all the time at school, and, like, nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. And, like, this is the thing I'm passionate about. Like, no one ever gets it.
This is why she wants to be a writer, because so many of these shows, and this isn't even just you talking about shows, there's movies out there too, but they're so impactful on our lives that she wants to create these things.
Like, I want to do that too, but the Mary Tyler Moore Show is, like, my favorite show of all time. And I remember watching that as a kid, and I was like, I don't even know why mommy decided to show it to me, but it really meant something to me. I started watching it, I was in 6th grade. I remember I was doing my Wordly Wise, and she turned it on. And I just fell in love with that show, and it really showed me, like, it, like, it kind of made me realize the stuff that I wanted to do, and the kind of field I wanted to go into. And then I ended up, you know, Mary was working at a news station. I ended up going into broadcasting. I didn't end up switching my major, but the things that I wanted to do didn't change. The route to get them, the pathway I was taking did change. But I just think it's so influential. And I think about the time period of when that aired. It aired from 1970 to 1977. And you think about that had to be so influential and impactful for young women watching that, because they see a woman, you know, going out on her own. She doesn't have to, like, have a man to support her. She can do it herself. And she gets a job, and she can support herself and feed herself, and she's living on her own, and she's happy, and she's making a living. Same thing with One Day at a Time. And then One Day at a Time, it was a mom. But and then the Waltons. I mean, that was just like, that's a show that's like, you know.
It takes place during the Great Depression, and it really highlights, like, a lot of these struggles that people face.
Like, very real struggles. So these are the shows that we watched growing up.
Yeah, everybody else in our school, like, well, we watched Good Luck Charlie. Like, we watched regular, like shows that were our age too
at the time, but we also watched, like, a lot of old television. Like, I remember we watched Full House.
We were watching Nick at Night when everyone else was asleep.
Yeah, because we didn't have
we never had curfews. Not that, like, we weren't staying up till like, well, I wasn't staying up to 6 a.m., but man, I loved The Nanny when I was little. I stayed up and I just couldn't stop watching it. Her outfits, have you all seen? I'm sorry, we talk a lot.
We do. I remember she hated The Nanny simply because it was so entertaining. That would keep you up.
I every time it come on, I was like, oh crap, I'm immersed.
Like
I couldn't look away, and I wouldn't want to turn the TV off. But I couldn't, at that point, I was so young, I couldn't sleep with the TV off because it then...
Scared of the dark.
Well, I don't like the dark. I don't like it. I didn't like the complete silence. It freaked me out.
So we would just sleep with that was our introduction to older television, but then our mom got involved. But, well, also, like, our mom always worked a lot. And
she would watch late night Hallmark Channel. We started watching late night Nick and Night.
Yeah, that's when we would late night Hallmark. But when we were hanging out with her mom, because it was always, like, late at night when she was, like, off from work and stuff, and we would, like, watch late night Hallmark where they would play Frasier and the Golden Girls.
It would start with Golden Girls, and then it would go...
You hear, salad and scrambled eggs. And that's when Frasier was on.
But now, if you watch Late Night Hallmark, it plays Golden Girls, and then it plays Reba, which is another show.
When does it play Gilmore Girls?
It plays Gilmore Girls...
During the day, right?
Weekdays. Before 4.
Mm-hmm. Because I walk in on it sometimes,
I believe.
But...
It plays them, like, 1 to 4 or something like that, around there. I think. Yeah, I watch so much cable.
Yeah, she watches a lot of TV. For someone who I've memorized
like the times of what shows are coming on.
She always has the TV on, so she's always watching TV. Just not that she's like always glued to it, but like background noise. And so she always has the TV on. So I'm just there, so I watch it too. But I don't watch as much TV as she does, which is odd because I get so into like talking about television shows because she'll watch like cable TV and like what's on. I'll go back and watch shows that I've already watched. But I try to watch a lot of movies. If a production company that I find interesting is coming out with a movie, I try to catch when those movies come out on streaming, so I can watch it because usually like those ones they don't play in theaters. At least not where I live. Maybe like New York, like the 8 theaters on Earth they'll play them there. But not where I live, so I have to wait.
Oh my gosh, I know that we don't have a lot of time because we've already talked for an hour and a half, but I want to talk about the Brat Pack.
Oh, if you want to talk about the Brat Pack, go ahead.
Oh, good. Okay, Kiss, Marry, Take to Dinner, Brat Pack.
Okay.
Like, I'm giving you all the people.
Marry James Spader.
Of course. That is always... She loves James Spader so much. Have you all watched Secretary? If you watch Secretary, please let us know, and...
That's one of my favorite movies. Comfort movie.
You're my friend if you watch Secretary because...
Okay. I just thought it was a good portrayal of the whatever it's about. You'll find out. But
okay, so
wait,
James.
So marry James Spader.
Yes.
Take to Dinner. Judd Nelson. Kiss. He's not really in the Brat Pack, but he was.
Who?
Wait, no. Take to Dinner. And kiss Rob Lowe.
Take to Dinner who?
Judd Nelson.
Okay.
I know who.
Good answers. Good answers.
Wait, can I change my answer? Can I change my answer from Rob Lowe to Andrew McCarthy?
See, that's what I thought you were gonna say, and so
I want to change my answer. I want to change my answer to Andrew McCarthy. But James Spader, I am marrying you, so get ready. Put a ring on it, man.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think. Okay, Rob Lowe, Amelia Estevez, and who would be my third? Like, I'm trying to think of just the 3 and which categories I'm gonna put them in. I'm surprised you didn't say Ducky after you've already mentioned him.
Well, I was trying to. He's in there. It was between him and Andrew McCarthy.
I guess. Is Patrick Swayze too old to be considered Brat Pack? Because I'm thinking of the Outsiders movie right now.
That's who I was going to say, but I was like, I don't think he's considered Brat Pack. There's more in here. I'm just saying who you would know.
Okay, I'm going to say... Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say...
Sean Penn, really?
I'm going to say Take to Dinner, RDJ, because I think he would be a really fun date.
Yeah, he'd keep you entertained.
Yeah, he's a very entertaining guy, so I think that would be fun. Okay, Kiss. Kiss Rob Lowe.
I think I want to change my Take to Dinner to Rob Lowe because he's like a fun guy. Like, I think he would show you a good time. So,
Okay.
so marry James Spader, kiss Andrew McCarthy, and take to dinner Rob Lowe.
I don't know. Okay, I changed my answer again. Okay. Take to dinner RDJ. I'm going to kiss James Spader because I feel like he'd be a good kisser. And then I'm going to marry Emilio Estevez, I think. Okay, this guy is not a part of the Brat Pack, but he was big in the 80s, and he's my true, like, celebrity crush from, like, the 80s. You know this. Michael J. Fox. Oh my gosh.
No, she loves him. I love him too. But
he is my first ever celebrity crush.
this is, like, she, like, deep down in her soul, like, she's always gonna have a thing for Michael J. Fox. And he is very attractive, so I don't blame you.
The thing is...
She watched Family Ties, and then was like, ooh.
Yes, I watched that. It wasn't Back to the Future that done me in. No, siree. It was Family Ties. Alex P. Keaton. And the funny thing is that he is an economics major in that show, and I am an accountant now. So...
I really must have shaped you in a way, huh?
He is my Mary Tyler Moore. No, I'm just kidding. I am deeply in love with him, and he actually met his wife on that show. They dated, like, their characters dated in the show, and they dated in real life.
And tie back to one of my main men in the show Family Ties, the sister Mallory. Her brother in real life is Jason Bateman, so...
Leave it to Beth to bring up Jason Bateman.
Justine Bateman, her little brother, Jason Bateman.
He's always been a cutie.
He always comes back around. And he just gets better with age, I'll tell you that much. The head of hair on that man.
I love him.
Not as much as I do. And thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Buzz.
Oh my gosh, we've been here for like 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
So Beth's gonna have so much fun editing when we go back to school tomorrow.
Yeah. I might just have to be dropped off at the dorm.
Well, we have to leave early because it's supposed to snow.
Yeah, and we literally predicted that, bro.
I know, we've been begging for it to snow.
This sucks because I really had a fun time. We need to bring back Chick too because I think we did honestly really enjoy it.
I think this has been the best time I've had. Like, I'm finally, like, comfortable. I don't know.
The thing with Brooke is I've been comfortable in front of the camera since the start of this, and so it's been kind of consistent. She was not very comfortable. Like, if you see her for the first episode she was in, she's very uncomfortable, and I think when you see her now, you'll see the growth. Well,
I was very camera shy, but now that you've become so... I don't know, like, heavily involved in all this stuff, she regularly talks about me, or I'm regularly on camera, and so I'm just like... No, people literally comment, like, somebody commented once that they were outside our window, and I didn't realize it was a joke, but...
I don't know if it was a joke. That was weird.
So...
No, it was like...
And people in my classes, they watched the pod. Hi.
Hi, nice to
and
see
so I just broke through it.
Yeah, I don't know if that window guy was a joke. Some people are crazy, but
please don't look out my window.
Or look into it.
Please don't.
Don't look out our window. That means they're in the house. Please don't be there.
Their calls coming from in the house.
And they're behind us. He's right behind me, isn't he? And it's a murderer.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that last time I was in your video, the Pillsbury Doughboy fell, and he did again this time.
I forgot about that. That was so funny when that happened too. I did like a really funny edit to that, and we like laughed at that for ages.
Bring that back. 2.0.
2.0.
Okay, yeah, we gotta say bye.
Yeah. I love you guys so much, and I have been your host, Bethany Haven, and this has been my co-host, Brooklyn Jade, my sister. We love you so much. Meow. Meow.
Meow. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Do I not look like I could be Jolene?